yesterday.
So you're a little sore.
Yeah.
Okay. How about let's start lying down on your back with your feet flat, knees bent. And I'm gonna grab some blocks, Nicole. We might need to walk today.
No, I feel like I get really sore for my.
You feel sore?
Well, I went for Tuesday and I really do much yesterday, but walk.
Yeah. Well, I got these in there. Okay. So on your back, relaxing through the back side of the body. So you just lay down, it takes a nice load off of the spine. And then we're just going to bring some awareness to breathing. So I want you to try to find a 360-degree breath, meaning as you breathe in, you want the entire rib cage to expand. As you breathe out from the bottom up, there's a contraction from the pelvic floor, lower abs, and then it moves up through the body. Really just trying to bring your breath to your breathing. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Bring your breath 360 degrees around the body. Few more breaths here to really notice your own breathing pattern and habits. Like, are your shoulders rising? Do you feel like your breath is in your neck, or can you bring it down into the rib cage? Does your rib cage have movement, or is it stuck? Do you feel the diaphragm functioning? It's all the way around the rib cage from the front to the back side of the body. When you inhale, the diaphragm presses down. And as you exhale, it rises up to rest. A few more breaths. You're on your back. You're going to bring your arms out to cactus at the floor. So just making that nice L shape with the arms and just seeing if you can relax through the shoulders. Notice if your shoulder blades feel like they're poking into the floor, and right here, try to let them press upward towards the rib cage. I don't know if that makes sense, but instead of poking the scapula down, try to let them melt up. And then we're going to do simple gliding movement. Just hands, arms stay in the same shape. You're going to just slide them up, try to touch the fingers together above your head and slide them down. So if you want to even move up your mat here in the studio, so your arms are more on the wood floor for sliding, you can try that. Or if the mat, stay on the mat, is fine too. So the elbows can lift and hover a little as you slide to touch overhead and slide back down. Moving this way a few times and keep breathing that nice intentional breath. Arms stay in the L shape, touch the fingers at the top and bring it back down. 3 more, just sliding up, sliding down. 2 more. Last one. Bring it back down to 90 degrees. Hold the arms there. Take your feet wider apart. Let the knees go to the left side of the room or the mat and just rest there. Try to keep that right shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand at or near the floor. Keep breathing into that full circumference of your rib cage. Bring the knees back up through center to the other side. Easy. Center, foot feet flat to the floor, and then just lift the knees one at a time and wrap your arms around your legs. Rock a little bit side to side. And we'll rock front to back. Once or twice, and tuck your chin, just rolling up the back of the body. And then come on up to seated. And I did this sequence yesterday, I think. We'll try this again. So those of you who weren't here, so you don't know. So reach your arms up. And then you're going to twist the body to the right. Actually, I'm going to go my right. You go to your right. And then let the arms fall. So right hand behind the back, left hand to the outer thigh. And if you want to sit up on a block, you're welcome to. And then inhale, lift from the tailbone up into the crown of the head. Exhale, gently begin to twist or revolve, keeping the jaw back, the crown of the head lifting. Expanding through the chest. Keep breathing in that 360-degree way. So try to press the breath into the back. And then slowly unwind. And then you'll take your left hand to the left and the right arm to the sky. And then walk it over just a little bit so you start to feel the right side of the body. Open and press the sitting bone down. And then you're going to wrap the outside edge of the arm and rib cage down towards the floor, and then cactus the arm, bend and open up the chest to the ceiling. We'll do that 3 times. So rotate down, cactus the arm, rotate, open up. Nice. One more time. Rotate the rib cage down, and then rotate open and hold here and see if you can extend the arm out by the ear. Just get really long through that right side. So bring that bicep closer to the ear and then press yourself back up. And we'll switch the cross of your legs. We'll do the other side. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the left and then drop the arms. The left hand behind the back, right hand outer thigh. Yep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Trying to breathe into the back of the body, pull the front ribs in. Shoulders soft, so you're not breathing into the neck and shoulders. Slowly unwind. And the right hand now goes out to the right, and the left arm comes up for that side body stretch. You can walk your hand away, bend the elbow, and push into the floor if you like. We'll try that wrapping down. So outside edge of the left armpit and rib cage rolls down. Bend the elbow like a cactus, pull the shoulder back, turn the chest up. 3 times. Rotate down. And then bend the elbow, open up. One more time, maybe exhale here, retracting, pulling belly back, and then opening up, big inhale, hold there, and then reach the arm overhead as you get a little more into the side of the body. And then come on up, and then turn the right palm to the right. You're gonna hold all 4 fingers and just stretch the hand forward. Stretch through that. Bring the fingers down for this one, Peggy. So turn the palm up. I know I'm dark.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
like that, and then go that way,
Gotcha.
like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good, and then bring that right arm in, and we're gonna go across the body, hold above the elbow. So just one arm, let's go just right arm. So you can go below the elbow or above. And then you wanna draw the shoulder back and down. Get that a little bit. Good. And then take the arm all the way out, right arm out, turn the thumb down, bring the arm behind the back and up as high as it'll go. Just let it rest there. One more, release the right arm, take it out, turn the palm up, take the arm up, bend the elbow, and hold the elbow. Walk the hand down the back, sit up really tall, and pull the front ribs back. Breathe into the back of the body. Let that right arm go. Move if you need. Switch the cross of the legs one more time. Try to let the left palm up like a pizza tray. Catch the four fingers. Press it forwards. Open the forearm, wrist, and hand. Release that. Take the arm out and then across. Reach above the elbow. Pull the shoulder back and down. Outer deltoid. Deep breathing. Good. And then open it up. And we'll take the thumb down, arm behind the back. Reach it up as high as the hand can go. And then let the elbow point melt forward and the shoulder soften. That's that under the scapula.
Yeah,
Flares it, yeah.
it's hurts, but not like it's stretch.
You feel it up through here? Yeah. Okay, let that go. Last one, palm up, arm up, tricep stretch, bend the elbow, catch it, walk the hand down, press the head back, pull the front ribs in, sitting up tall through the body, breathing in that, again, that circumference. It's not just the belly, it's all the way into the back. The sides. All right, let that go. The arms come down. Any movement. And then we'll come onto hands and knees into tabletop. We'll do a few of those scapular push-ups today. So come on to hands and knees for a moment. We'll work with the hands a little bit. So I'm just going to rock forward and back into the hands. And then turn the heels of the hands in, fingers out. And again, rock a little bit forward and back. And see if you can continue to turn the hands to face the knees. Stretching through the wrists and forearms, maybe. The elbows even, rock forward and slightly back. Neutral, turn the hands forward again, and then we'll turn one hand upside down. So fingers face you, back of the hand lightly on the ground, touching the back of the wrist. And then switch, right hand down, left palm, yeah, or other hand up, yeah. Good, and then both hands to the mat. And then sink between the shoulder blades. So the arms stay straight, you just drop that's the heart towards the floor. And then lift between the shoulder blades. Try to really punch up and stretch between in the upper back. And then sink between the shoulders, so arms stay straight. And then punch up. So really trying to find mobility through that mid-back. The tricky spot. And then sink. And try to lift. Punch it up, up, up. Good, one more. Sink it down and punch it up. Good, and then soften. Bring your forearms down to the mat, and you'll start to walk the knees back, coming into puppy pose. So knees back, press the chest back towards the thighs, press the forehead or hairline at the floor. Straighten the arms, walk the hands all the way back to the knees, tuck the toes under, press up to your feet into a forward fold at the back of the mat. And you might hold on to the elbows, ragdoll, or just kind of Relax the upper body here as much as you can. Checking in with your feet, some awareness of how you're standing on the mat, on the earth. Release your hands down to the floor. Bend the knees a little bit and walk yourself forward into a plank pose. Come out into a high plank. Good, and then set the left knee to the floor, spin the right foot flat, open the right arm up to a side plank. Good, take the right arm overhead and try to lift the right side of the rib cage up, keeping the foot down, stretching through that side body again. You'll look down, bring the right hands to the floor, and then step the right foot forward outside the hand, and then come up to like a 90-90. Good. And then you'll bring the right forearm to the right thigh and the left arm to other arm to the sky. A little lean to the right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just go that way. You can press the forearm down as you slightly lean and tuck the tailbone under just a little to open up that left psoas, the hip flexor area. And it's that little sense of wrapping that outside of the armpit down, even as you reach to the side. Come back up to center, reach both arms up, and then cactus the arms, opening the chest. Good, and then reach back up like you're pushing the ceiling up, and then bring the hands down and bring the right knee back next to the left. Good, and then tuck the toes under, lift up to downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out, move the hips side to side, push down through the fingers, breathe into the whole rib cage. Come forward to a high plank. Set the right knee down, sit the left foot flat, side plank, open to the left. Good. You got it. Take that left arm overhead onto the floor. Pinky finger wraps to the floor. Lift the left side of the rib cage up, opening to that left side. Set the left hand down, step the left foot forward or help it there. Come on up to 90-90, find stability through the lower body, and then left forearm to left thigh, right arm up, and get that little lean to the left, opening the right side. Lengthen the tailbone down, try to keep that breath moving to the sides and the back, so keep it out of the neck and shoulders. Takes a lot of concentration, that connection of the mind to the body. Come back to center, reach both arms up, big breath in, and then bend and cactus the arms, opening the shoulders, and then press it back up, lengthen the sides of the waist, hands down to the mat, bring that left leg back, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Movement is welcome. Over to a high plank again. And then we'll set the left knee down. We're going to begin the same way. Right foot spins flat. Open the right arm. Good. And then see if you can float the right leg up. Just press out through the right heel. Up into the right fingertips, hugging the muscle to the bone in the leg. Keep breathing into the back of the ribs, not just the front. Good. Set the right hand down, step the right foot forward. Now listen carefully. You're going to tuck the back toes under, bring your hands to your hips. We're going to come up and bring the left knee up to the chest. Standing leg raise. Come on, Peggy. Good job. I'm a balance. And then catch the left knee in the left hand, open it to the left, reach the right arm to the right. Stability, balance, steady. Back to center, hands to the hips. Step your left foot back into crescent lunge. So you're high on the ball with the back foot if you can. It's okay to bend the knee a little, stretch your arms up. And then wrap the left arm underneath the right. So eagle arms. You might stay there, you might hold the shoulders, maybe lift the elbows. Keep breathing into the back of the body. And then again, shift forward and come into full eagle. Bring that left leg up, wrap it over the right. Hold and breathe. Step back to warrior two this time. So left foot flat, open the arms up. And then take the right arm up to the sky, bend the elbow, hold it in the left hand. So it's that tricep stretch again. Press the head back, pull the front ribs in. So try not to arch in that lumbar. Yeah, good. So you lean a little bit to the left. Bring it back to warrior two, and then hands down to the mat, downward facing dog, or you can go high plank, lower to the floor, cobra, or upward facing dog, and then back to downward facing dog. I could bring the breath into the back of the lungs. Lift your heels, roll forward, high plank, set the right knee down. Spin the left foot flat, open to the left. Float the left leg up, press out through the heel, find stability through the body. Hugging in from the skin into the bones. Good. Set the left hand down, step the left foot forward, tuck the right toes under, hands to the hips. So we're coming to stand. So you press down and come up, bring the knee to the chest.
Oh,
Good. Right hand to the right knee. Yes, Peggy, open it to the right. You're welcome to reach to the left. Standing leg raise. Bring it back to center, hands to the front of hips. So keeping the hips nice and square, step it back to crescent lunge. Stretch the arms up. And then eagle arms, left arm under. Left arm goes under the right. Is that right? No,
Yes,
right arm under. Thank you. Right arm under the left. That felt familiar. Elbows up, shoulders soft. Try to bring the front ribs back. And then shifting your weight into your left foot, bring the right leg back up and over. Warrior two. Open the arms. And then flip the left palm up, take the left arm up, bend the elbow, catch it in the right hand, press the head back, front ribs draw in. Pelvis neutral. Lean a little bit to the right, like a reverse warrior if you want. Get back to warrior two. Then hands to the mat, and you can vinyasa or go straight back to downward dog. Five plank to low, upward facing, downward facing, that's fine, you skip it. Forward to high plank. Do this one more time through. Set the left knee down, spin the right foot flat, open the right arm up. Maybe float that right leg. One more piece here if you want. You bend the right knee, catch the foot. So kneeling, bound half moon. Opening through the chest, the shoulders. Release the foot if you have it. Set the right hand down, step the right foot forward. Tuck the left toes under. Hands to hips, press into the right foot, come up, left knee to chest. Good, and then take it behind you for airplane. So arms come out wide, palms to the floor, steady gaze, steady breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Step back, crescent lunge. Step back, reach up. And we'll take a prayer twist. So hands back to the heart and cross the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So go the other way, man. Twist towards the mirrors. Good. So twist to the right. If you'd like to open the arms there, you can stretch your arms open. Back leg nice and strong. Breathing into the back of the lungs. Come on up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior right arm up. Bring it forward into side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm up. And then the left arm's gonna draw some circles. You're gonna reach back first. Go back and then down towards the floor, wrapping that outer rib cage down, and then forward and maybe cactus the arm as you open up. Reach back, down, forward, and up. You can even cactus that arm as you rotate open. One more time, big circle. And then holding it open, you can cactus and open, open, open. And then look down, plant the hands, step it back, downward dog or high plank, low plank, cobra or up dog, downward facing dog. Good. Stay here and breathe, bringing that breath again to the sides and back of the body. Try to expand the bottom back ribs. Lift your heels, come forward, high plank, set the right knee down, left foot spins flat, open to the left. Flip the left leg, stay or bend the knee, catch the foot. Round half moon, kneeling sugar cane. Opening through the shoulder, the chest, the heart space, stability from the ground. Let the foot go if you have it. Set the left hand down, step the left foot around to the front, tuck the right toes. Start in that kneeling, hands to hips, and then press into the left foot. Bring the right knee up, arms down, airplane, stretch it back. Press up through the heel. Keep breathing into the back of the body. Hands to heart center, crescent lunge. Step back carefully, stretch it up, lengthen the front side of the body, and then hands to the heart. We'll take the prayer twist to the left. With your right elbow to the left leg. You can open the arms, reaching the right fingertips down, left arm up. Warrior two, find your way up and around. And reverse your warrior, left palm goes up and back. Bring it forward to side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm to the sky. And those big slow circles, reach back and down, wrapping the outside of the rib cage down, forward. Maybe cactus the arm as you rotate open. And then do 2 more big circles. Bring your focus on your breath and your body. Stay present. Last time you open it up, just hold there. See if you can rotate the heart towards the ceiling while nudging the left knee left and breathing into the back. Good, and then hands to the mat. Vinyasa flow, high plank, low plank, upward facing or cobra, downward facing dog. Bring it forward to high plank. Set the right knee down. This time, you're gonna step the left leg out to the left and foot flat, bend the knee. Good, but we're gonna stay here. And then you're gonna take your left arm and open it up towards the ceiling. And then it's a thread the needle. We'll see how it goes. You take that left arm and slide it as far as it'll go under the right. It's not gonna go very far. You're gonna do that a couple times. Open to the left, and then imagine sliding that left arm under and behind. 2 more. Open, revolving, and slide it under. Last one. Open it up. Slide it under. And then open it up and set the left hand down. And then turn that left foot flat, toes go forward, tuck the right toes under and lean back and forward a couple times. Good, and then right here, you'll point the right toes and come up. And then take the left hand, it's like triangle sort of down the left leg. The right arm goes up and over. Yeah, just like that. Press into the both feet, top of the right foot, sole of the left. Feel that lift up as you slide over, breathing into the rib cage, trying to keep the shoulders nice and soft. Float it back up. Bring your hands back to the mat. Bring that left leg in, drop the belly, lift the chest out, and then tuck the tail, lift the back body. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. And then tuck the toes under, lift up downward facing dog. Walk it back or pedal it out, or just land. We've come forward to a high plank. Set your left shin down, knee down, take the right leg out to the right. And then we'll take the right arm, open it up. And it's okay if you prefer legs straight or knee bent. A little different, and then slide it under to wherever it can go, rotating and opening it up and thread that needle under, feeling where the restrictions are. Again, open and thread it under. It's hip and rotation through the thoracic. Okay, open it back up. I know it's interesting, but it's the connective tissue stuff. And then bring the right hand back down, straighten that right leg out, tuck the back toes under and rock back and forth. This is for the back foot, the toes, the sole of the foot, and the inner right thigh, mostly. And arm strength and core stability, all the other things. All right, find neutral, point the back toes, press into that left shin and come up, and then gate pose. The right hand goes down, left arm goes up, and it can be just straight up, or you can start to take it over to that gentle side bend. But we're looking at where those restrictions are, how you're breathing, how you're showing up. Front ribs draw back. Try to breathe into the back side of the rib cage. Inhale, come on, back up. Good work. Bring your hands down, slide that right leg in. Take a few rounds of cow and cat. Come to neutral, bring your big toes to touch. Take the knees apart a little bit. Walk your hands to the left and then draw back. So it's that side, side child pose to really get into the right ribs. Keep wrapping the outside of the right armpit down towards the floor a little bit as you expand and stretch and reach to your degree, to your capacity. You'll come up slightly, walk it over to the other side. And same thing on this side, start to press it back, keep wrapping that left side of the rib cage down. Come on up, walk it back to center, back up to all fours, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, pedal the legs out. And bring the feet together, stretch the right leg to the sky. Bend the upper knee and roll the hip open. Like you could try to stack the right hip on the left and roll the right armpit towards the ground. So instead of flaring the right armpit up and shoulders off center, try to keep the shoulders square as those hips open. Good, big step forward, right foot towards the right hand. So if you have blocks, you're going to use them. So set the back knee down. You'll bring the blocks under your hands on either side of your right foot. Probably on the middle height, but high height is fine too. So you choose which one feels best. And then keeping the chest on the thigh, we're going to press the hips forward and then pull the hips back. So trying to keep like that right side of the rib cage kind of glued to that right leg, moving forward and back. And then you decide whether you want to hang out in the forward lunge, maybe lift up a little and lighten the hands. This is hip flexors. Or do you want to hang out back here in the hamstring stretch? So you choose. Or you can stretch the right leg forward and the left leg back and be in both. You choose. For Savannah Beach. Easy.
She did her background. Yeah.
She did?
She did. She did it yesterday.
So determined.
Yeah. You didn't give me a chance. It's in a week.
And if you're in that forward lunge and you feel up to it, you can try bending the back knee and just hold that hamstring strengthener. Kind of interesting. Or you can reach back and catch the foot with either hand for the quad stretch.
That's what it almost good.
Yeah, and it's okay to just hold it. Keep pressing the hips down and just squeeze, and that's great strengthener for the hamstrings, and it lengthens the quad and cramps happen.
Yeah.
Okay, release that, and then we'll move, actually, let's keep the blocks, turn them down one so they're stable. Bring your hands to the blocks, step back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, might feel a little different, higher up. And then take the left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. That's what we just were doing in that lunge. It might feel familiar. Try to stack the left hip on the right, but roll the left outer shoulder down, on left side of the armpit down. Good, big step forward, foot forward, right knee down. You can turn the blocks up 1 or 2, and then start that movement front to back. Front to back, trying to keep that left side of the rib cage near the left leg. I'm just shedding. My hair is just popping out. I mean, I can handle to lose some, but
I lost a lot. Yeah, last year, a couple years. I think
COVID stress.
all of it, I guess.
Yeah.
They could say it's all about my age. My mom did this. Yeah. I mean, half of it. I mean, I have to, if you remember, I can't grow it. This is it.
And you had thick.
I mean, not quite as much, but I had long, thick hair.
Yeah.
So between, I think, the traumas and stress and COVID too. Lots of things. I do feel like it's starting to come back a little bit.
There's all these new products. Everything's about.
I think it's about sleep and healing, really. It takes some time to get in. Sleep.
Sleep. I know. I haven't been sleeping. My dog wakes up right now a lot during the night. Big mastiff sometimes he just. And then I'll go back to bed. Okay, now pick a direction to hold. So you can hold the hamstring and
Look at its opposite from the other leg.
it's okay, totally okay. Or you can hold the hip flexor or between. And you could do both. You can do a couple breaths in each and keep moving if that feels more, I don't know, useful in your body here. And that's totally okay if it's the opposite of the other leg. Makes a lot of sense. Or you can come into that deep lunge and bend the back knee, really strengthening that right hamstring and getting that eccentric contraction on the quad, creating resilience through the lower limb.
It actually hurts my heel. I did not do it.
That may release that. Let's move the blocks to the side. One final downward dog though, without the blocks. Left leg back. You can take the feet wide, just move the hips side to side. Bring that all the way into the shoulders and the rib cage too. And then bring the knees to the floor. We'll bring the feet around to the front. I have all these thoughts running through my head about what can we do next? But I think we're going to take 2 blocks for a supported fish. So you'll take 1 block long ways to support the spine and 1 medium and wide to support the head. And this is really along the length of the rib cage. So I hold on to the bottom edge of the block and guide it to the bottom of my rib cage. So, and then it lands between the shoulder blades and the other one will go under your head. Rest the head on it. And then I always like to start with my feet flat so I can adjust my sacrum and lower body. Sometimes I'll lift the hips, kind of lengthen out that lumbar area and then reset it down. And if it's not in the right spot, the blocks, you can take them up or down, you can play with it. Relax the arms. If you want to stretch the legs out eventually, you're welcome to do that. So this is the spot that I've been talking to a lot in this class about breathing into the back of the ribs, the back of the body. Now you really get a sense of where that is. where the block is lying, the back side of the diaphragm, the paraspinal muscles, the top of the quadratus lumborum, which kind of tightens the low back and hikes the hips up. A lot of, and then all the little muscles between the ribs there. Try to allow, rather than having the body kind of lift away from the block, try to allow the body to sink in. Let the block sink into the tissues in the body. Let the ribs soften rather than resist. Especially on that exhale, allow the front ribs to drop down. Want to return to those cactus arms that we began with. Your arms will not touch the ground, but you can cactus the arms so they kind of drop into that space, expanding the chest. And then you can even slide them up and down, trying to touch the fingers at the top and lower down, opening up the front of the shoulders, creating some gliding around the shoulder blades. Notice if there's sticky spots or bumpy spots. If it feels like too much, don't have to do that. It's just an interesting stretch because gravity is doing the stretch. Let the arms gently rest down. Just take a breath or two. It's funny, when I was younger, exercise to me was about controlling like the shape of my body, or it was more about punishment for food I'd eaten or whatever, a little bit of psychological maintenance too, for sure. But now for me, movement is more about function and health and comfort. And I want to have my body function fully for the rest of my life. So finding ways to like feel and take care of and listen and move with more function, I feel that takes care of all the other parts. And the shape of the body will follow to be the most comfortable and functional for you. It's about listening and being guided by the cells, the intelligent cells of your body, rather than overriding for some other impetus, for some other outcome. Let's take a couple more breaths here, just softening. Ease off the blocks now. So I kind of roll to a side and I would very mindfully move the blocks. Coming back to your back, and you can just laying flat on the floor, noticing. Draw the right knee up into your chest. Give it a gentle squeeze, a little rock from side to side. And then hold the right knee in your left hand and cross it over your body for a supine twist. And extend the right arm out to the right. Gently wring out your spine, shoulder, and outer hip. Back to your back and switch legs. Draw the left leg in, give it a squeeze, a little rock, knee movement. And as soon as you feel ready, you'll take it into your twist. Return to your back. And you can take any finishing poses that you want. If you're ready for Shavasana, take Shavasana, or maybe feet together, knees apart, Supta Baddha Konasana, or Reclined Butterfly for a little bit, or hips on a block, if that's what feels good to you, or rocking, happy baby. I see lots of good choices. Ready for Shavasana, find your way. If you're comfortable where you are, you're welcome to stay. Is reading for October 13th from the book Journey to the Heart. You are on time. Quit wondering, worrying, and blaming yourself for being late. Or worse yet, missing the boat. Nothing else in the universe frets about being late. Does the moon ask itself if it's where it should be? Does the sun say, I must hurry, else I'll be late? A friend asked one evening when I was worrying about not being on time. Stare up into the sky on a beautiful moonlit night. Feel the quiet, timeless rhythm of the planets, the moon, the stars, the universe. Know that you're connected, tuned into a rhythm deeper and more secure than all your wondering could imagine. Breathe deeply. Relax. Let your pace spring from knowing that inside your heart. Trust the rhythm of the universe. You are right where you need to be. You'll get where you need to go. You have all the time you need. Bring your awareness back to your breath and body. Various of your toes. If you feel ready, bend your knees and roll to a comfortable side. Turning it to sitting. Take a pause in a moment. Just notice how you feel inside. Touch the palms of your hands together. Bring your thumbs to your heart space. Lift them to your forehead center. Namaste. You all have a lovely day. Welcome. Thank you, Peggy.
Thank you. Great.
Your arms feel better.
Good.
Rinsed out. The lactic acid rinsed out.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much.
Feels good to be sore sometimes too. I love that feeling, but then it's
I
good
know.
to get it
I know.
moving too, so
It's like, oh yeah, I got a muscle there.
muscles there.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.